Good morning. So it's Monday, which means it's time for one of Nab's Monday monologues. It's also the first Monday of March, isn't it? So the time is flying. I'm going to talk about a couple of things today: energy, biology, and cycles. Now, I'm unsure if I'm alone here, but I've been noticing something about myself the past couple of weeks, which I think is kind of relevant to all, regardless of gender, because it's really about how quickly we can turn a temporary state into a permanent story. One thing I would say is my internal dialogue has decided to get sharper the past couple of weeks, which is one nice way of putting it. I haven't really been training as consistently. My energy has felt a bit heavier. I've been experiencing more inflammation than normal, which with endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome is completely normal for me. But my mind didn't treat it as normal. It treated it as proof. What I mean by that is I've been stood in front of the mirror, like saying things like, "You've slipped, you're not as disciplined, you should be better than this." And at first I didn't connect it to my cycle. I just assumed that the thoughts were accurate and factual. Then I checked my calendar and it clicked. And I realized that I was in my luteal phase. When hormones shift, perception shifts. Things can feel louder, more convincing. The criticism isn't necessarily something new. It just feels more true, feels louder. For a man listening, you might not work or track a monthly cycle in this way. The system does fluctuate too. Stress, lack of sleep, overworking, overtraining, pressure, seasonal changes. They all alter your perception. And when your body's under strain, your self-talk changes. And the principle is the same. Feelings may be real, but the conclusion isn't always. It's not always accurate. It's not always factual. This is where it links to the conversations right now around things like retrogrades, full moons, like this strange energetic feel in the air. Cycles are real. Biological cycles, seasonal cycles, lunar cycles, even moods are cyclical. Context explains the intensity, doesn't remove our responsibility. For example, even though it is a biological cycle, knowing I'm luteal helps me understand why the thoughts are a little bit sharper. It doesn't give me permission to speak carelessly to myself, abandon habits, or outsource my behavior to chemistry or to biology. It does have an influence, but it's not responsible. Same way we say, "Oh, the energy feels a bit weird," that can be awareness. Saying I've been awful because it's a full moon or Mercury's in retrograde is giving your power away. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I feel that more recently, I'm actually seeing more and more spiritual bypassing when energy or biology feels a little bit unsettling. I'm going to use the example now of manifestation, which works in a very similar way. You just repeat affirmations and wait. No. Typically behave in alignment with what you say you want. You really participate in that manifestation process. Now, yoga philosophy teaches that the mind fluctuates constantly. Practice isn't stopping that fluctuation, not believing every single movement of it. When the sharp thought appears now, I say something simple. That's a thought, not a fact. Not dismissing it, it's just creating a little bit more space around. I put my feet flat on the ground. I take a slow inhale through the nose, longer exhale through the mouth. And I ask myself, what is within my control right now? Not next week, not when the planets align, not when my hormones are feeling better, but right now.
Now that can be perhaps one adjusted workout instead of none at all.
Choosing my words more carefully if I feel heightened, sending the email instead of spiraling. Cycles may influence you. Energy might influence you. It doesn't define you. And March feels like a really beautiful time to stop blaming fluctuation for who you are and start embodying who you say you want to become. Hopefully that feels steady. Hopefully that feels grown. And more so, hopefully it feels like a powerful way to begin this month. Thank you so much for tuning into this Monologue Monday. A blessed week, a great day. Take care of yourself, take care of others. Namaste.